On June 30th, 1908, something exploded over Siberia. No warnings, no impact crater, just a massive blast that flattened over 80 million trees. Witnesses described a fireball brighter than the sun, followed by a shockwave that knocked people off their feet over 60 kilometers away. To this day, no one knows exactly what caused it. The explosion occurred near the Podkamennaya Tunguska River, in one of the most remote regions on Earth. The force of the blast was estimated to be up to 15 megatons of TNT, nearly 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Forests were completely leveled, trees burned broken and laid out in a strange radial pattern, all pointing away from a single point in the sky. But here's the strangest part. There was no crater. For years, the event remained a mystery. The area was so remote that scientists didn't even reach the site until 1927, nearly 20 years later. When they arrived, they expected to find a massive impact site. Instead, they found nothing. No meteorite fragments, no clear evidence of what exploded, just miles of flattened forest and unanswered questions. Many witnesses reported something even stranger. People hundreds of kilometers away saw the sky glowing for nights after the explosion. In some parts of Europe, newspapers could be read outside at midnight, without any artificial light. Scientists later discovered unusual atmospheric changes, as if tiny particles had spread across the upper atmosphere. But what caused that? Some researchers believe it supports the idea of a comet, made mostly of ice, exploding and spreading particles high into the sky. Others argue it still doesn't fully explain the scale of the destruction on the ground. And then, there are the more unusual theories. Some suggest the explosion was caused by a miniature black hole passing through Earth. Others believe it could have been a test of unknown energy, far beyond the technology of that time. And perhaps the most controversial theory, that it wasn't natural at all. So what actually happened? The most accepted theory is that a meteor or comet exploded in the atmosphere before hitting the ground, what scientists call an airburst. But not everyone agrees. Some believe it could have been a piece of antimatter, a natural gas explosion, or even something far more mysterious, like experimental technology or an unknown phenomenon. Over a century later, the Tunguska Event remains one of the most powerful and unexplained explosions in recorded history. No crater, no clear evidence, just a blast that came out of nowhere. And the question still remains: what really exploded over Siberia in 1908?